Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to my live quilting chat, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi everybody, thanks for being with us and watching with us live, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you say hi in the comments and state where you're tuning in from. Say hi to all your friends and new friends. If you're new around here, make sure you follow our page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're there. On Facebook, it's our GE Quilt Designs on Facebook. So make sure you follow and like and sign up for notifications. You won't ever miss a show. We, of course, love some feedback throughout the show, so those thumbs up and hearts and comment, because there are live winners every single show. All you have to do is comment and ask questions. We also have a giveaway question at the end of the show, so we have 2 winners every show. Last show, I asked you a giveaway question, and my question was, have you ever been to a quilt retreat? And our winner from last week is Barbara Serwinski. And she loves going to quilt retreats. She can accomplish so much and enjoy visiting with the other quilters. So congratulations, Barbara. $25 gift card is coming your way. Make sure you send us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we will get you that gift card right away. Tonight I'm going to share some holiday gift ideas for your quilting friends or family quilters.
Hi everybody. Yeah, hi.
Oh.
She never, just forgets about me, but that's okay.
Say hi to Mr. HP. Everybody. I was just telling him what was going to be on tonight's show. We're also going to be learning about Block 3 of our mystery quilt block of the month, Christmas in Europe. Block 3 went live early Monday morning, and we of course have some great fabrics to show you later on. But we took a little hiatus this past week. It took a little vacation, as you can see on Mr. HP's tan. It was a hot, warm place.
Yeah, I did get pretty dark. But...
You did get pretty dark, but it was nice. It was a bit wetter than normal. It rained pretty much the whole time, but we didn't care. We didn't mind. We got lots of sleep, lots of relaxation, lots of pickleball in.
Oh yeah. And
just enjoyed ourselves. Lots of cocktails too.
It's great to be back, though. It's great to be back.
It's good to be back in the swing of things. If you missed our show last week, we still had a Tipsy Tuesday show. Last week we did it on YouTube and it was premiered, so we pre-recorded all the bits, put it together into one video and played it for you as a premiere, so you could comment live on the premiere right from our vacation. So that was kind of really cool, and it's great, even though we're not in the studio, to be able to do a Tipsy Tuesday and not skip a week. So make sure, even if you normally watch our show on Facebook, make sure you head on over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to it. If you don't have a YouTube account, it's easy. If you have a Google account, you just sign into that, and you are able to watch all our show. If you subscribe and sign up for notifications, that you will be notified when we're live. That includes premieres, and you can comment to have a chance of winning some prizes, of course. So we want you to be aware of that. We are going to be gone for a little while, coming up in November and December, just end of the month, because we are going to be going on our Christmas market tour to Germany and Iceland. So our 2 premiere shows will be on November 30th and December 7th. So still going to be a Tipsy Tuesday, still going to be great, interesting stuff going on. So make sure you just follow our YouTube channel and you can watch straight away there. We will always post the show later on Facebook, but not the same time. So I would love to hear some feedback from you on if you watched and how that was different. If you felt it was better to have a show than to not. Just love to hear feedback on that.
Someone said, "What's pickleball?"
Google it. Pickleball is a mix between tennis, I would say, and badminton. So it's kind of like tennis, but played on a badminton-sized court with paddles that are a little bit bigger than ping pong paddles, and a wiffle ball. So it's still kind of played like tennis, but smaller court, so less running than tennis.
That's key.
Easier to control the ball. Easy to pick up if you're a total beginner, and it's just really fun. We really enjoy it. You can play it in singles or doubles, but everybody says better to have a show, and they said the show on YouTube was just fine, so that was great. Yes, there's already asking about the quilt behind me. I know this one is a stunner. This one behind me is my pattern strip lash. This is a single pattern, 2.5-inch strips is all you need for it. And I just love this bundle that came in a couple of weeks ago called 20 by Katrina Rochella for Art Gallery Fabrics. Loved the colors in it, so I cut it into strips, and I kind of gripped them together with the teals together, the kind of terracotta and pinks together, and then the lights together. So it's a fun and easy quilt to make. Real easy. You do need a 60-degree triangle ruler for it. You can use the XL to cut those units, but if you have a triangle ruler, you're good to go. All right, moving on to the next thing. So make sure you follow that YouTube channel to be able to watch those two shows. Christmas in Europe. Our third block went live this past Monday, early Monday, and I wanted just to mention what that is. Christmas in Europe Mystery Block of the Month is a completely digital program. We started in September. Yeah, so September, October, November. Only 3 blocks out of 14 parts. So this is a whole full year program, so never too late to get started with us. You can purchase the whole package still, which is all the patterns and the videos together, the digital package for all 14 months, or you can purchase them one at a time. And so now the first 3 are available. When you purchase either the first month or the whole package, you do get a fabric guide with some fabric requirements. We do still have some kits available. So our block 3, well, let's talk about the first 2 that we've already done. So block 1, let's just look in the overhead. Block 1, we did the Christmas tree. We made 2 of these lovely Christmas trees. And I told you a little bit of the history, about the history of the Christmas tree. Lots of people trying to claim having the first decorated Christmas tree. But then our second block was of German descent with our candle pyramid, which you could see everywhere in Germany over the holidays. And then we have our third block that was just this week, and that is our gifts. So obviously gift giving is known throughout the world over the holidays, and I talk a little bit about the history of gift giving. So this could be, of course, represented in all countries in Europe. However, I focused on one country that has this lovely tradition of having 5 different gift givers, which is why we have 5 gifts here. So and that is Italy. So they have a gift. One is from St. Nicholas, we have St. Lucia, then we have Father Christmas, we have Baby Jesus, and then we have Befana, who gives gifts on Epiphany, January 6th, which is, some outsiders may think she's a witch, but she's kind of just an old lady. The stories are interesting, and I would love to experience this someday in Italy, but I think this is the coolest thing. Really cool. So 5 gift givers over the whole holidays. I don't mind that. So this was our block 3, and I kind of chose my blocks to be simple, more simplistic, Scandinavian style look. So no fancy bows and stuff like that, but of course, make it yours. If you want to add bows or do whatever you want, it's your quilt. But I'm excited, and I thank everybody, all the feedback we've gotten so far of the 3 blocks that we've come out. And please share in the comments if you agree, because those of you that are not participating or have never heard of the Christmas in Europe mystery block of the month, you can tell them how much you're enjoying it, if you're learning some bits and pieces. And it's, you know, it's a long journey, 14 months, and it's just one block. Some months will have a little more work, others not so much, so easy to catch up if you miss out, if you have something going on. So very excited to continue on with that, and we have still one more block this year. We have our December block coming up next, every 15th of every month. So Gail says, love the blocks. I love hearing this. Cindy says, love hearing the stories behind the blocks. I love the simplicity of the gifts, says Pam. And amazing how fast the months are going by when I get a great block design smack in the middle of the month. All right, love it. History is fascinating. That's awesome. So lots more to learn and lots more to have fun with as we go through this program. And at the same time, we're building an awesome quilt. An awesome quilt. All right, and of course, the blocks are easy. This is easy to make because with every pattern, every month, there's a video class of me taking you through all the steps of putting the block together. So you can watch the videos over and over and over again. You will have the videos forever. So you are good to go and golden. All right, our other program, monthly program, our Fast and Furious Club, is coming up later in the week. Our third project of season 3 is going to be coming out early Saturday morning, and that is our table runner in the present table runner. So this one is going to be a lot of fun. Now these presents have fancy bows. Very easy to make, and of course all of our projects in Fast and Furious Club are quilt as you go, so you are quilting them at the same time you're piecing them, so everything goes together really a lot faster. No quilting needed after you finish piecing it. You just put the binding on. So you will definitely get this one done before the holidays. You don't have to make the gifts holiday fabrics. You can do them just just like birthday gifts, because you know what, life is a gift. Every day is a gift. So, and we should stay in the present at all times, right? So I had a little fun with that name. So we do have just a handful of kits left in our third colorway. This one that I just showed you sold out really fast. We did another colorway that was brights, which we're out of as well. So I did a third one, which is made with our Santa Express fabrics, gorgeous fabrics. So check it out if you want to snatch a kit up. There were not that many left when I checked this morning. So make sure you check it out if you still want to snatch one up. Otherwise, they're easy to pull from your collections if you have good stash, a good collection at home, as I always encourage you and enable you to have. All right, so any questions on either of those programs? So the Fast and Furious Club works a similar way. We have a project coming out every month. It is a 9-month program, but there's a whole project every single time. And the video class that comes with it, I take you step by step through the whole process of making the project. So they're easy to follow, great for beginners. If you've never done quilt as you go, don't worry, you can do it. And you can have purchase different parts, all 9 or all trimesters. They come out in trimesters. You can purchase 3 at a time, or you can just purchase them individually as well. They come out on the 20th of each month, and it's almost time to see the next 3. So trimester 2 projects will be announced on our November 30th show. So stay tuned to that one. You'll get to see projects planned for December, January, and February. And that's also when you can purchase kits for those 3 projects. All right. Barb is looking forward to doing the table runner. So gotta love that. And I see people are talking about their stashes or collections. Let's call them collections. I love to be a collector. Stash has gotten kind of a negative connotation, so let's just call it our collections. We're collectors because we don't intend for any of it ever to get depleted. Okay, so I wanted to mention another favorite program of ours that we did for the first time last year. You know, the holidays can get busy, but for some, it can be a lonely time for folks that live alone, or maybe you lost some folks over the holidays. So last year, I tried to keep you busy with little projects, which I called the Advent projects. They were little sewing, quilting projects that you can get done really quickly, something to make as a little gift or just for yourself. And they came out always, we used Tipsy Tuesday. So I would do a video, a demonstrational video, and it would be a free pattern that you can just go onto the website store, free patterns, and purchase it there for $0. And it will be just a PDF that you can have in your account forever. So our last year's 4 Advent projects were, let's remind ourselves, the first one was the napkins, a really easy self-binding napkin tutorial. So that was our first Advent project last year. Our second one was a great little bottle gift bag tutorial. So you could adjust the sizes depending on what kind of bottle you wanted to give. Of course, always great to get something in a bottle, whether that is fresh squeezed juice or specially made teas, iced coffees, or wine, or liqueurs, or whatever you want. You can, of course, adjust it to a smaller size to put a jar in there, too. And, of course, have fun with embroidery or just use fun Christmas fabrics for your bags. Then, for the third Advent project, we did Trivets. So these had a layer of Insulbrite in them. They're quilt as you go, very easy and fast, and a great thing to have whenever you want to put a hot plate on your table. This will insulate it and make sure that it doesn't harm your table. And you know what? It works the same way with something very hot, very cold. If you have like a pitcher with ice in it and you know its condensation is going to seep into your table, this is great. The fabric will soak it up too and not make it go through. So either way, these were a hit and easy and fast to make. And for our last one, we did a little ornament, a little Scandinavian woven heart. And that was a fun one. These I used to make all the time from paper as a kid. We made them in all kinds of shapes and sizes and hung them on our trees or from our windows. So that was these are of course made with fabric and just needing some heat and bond, extra strength heat and bond worked perfectly. So of course we are doing our Advent projects again this year. Now, of course, it presented a little bit of a challenge being that we're going to be gone for 2 Tipsy Tuesdays, but this is why we wanted to make sure that we could work this out with a premiere on YouTube. So our first Advent project will come out Tipsy Tuesday before Thanksgiving, which is next week. So a week from today, the first Advent project will be a tutorial for, and then it's the following 3 for those 4 projects. And this time round, I think I'm going to show you all of them next week. So you know what's coming, so you can possibly prepare and stock up on some products if you want to make multiples or anything special. So, of course, the previous 4 Advent project, if you missed out on it last year, they're still in the store under free projects. You can go ahead and purchase the pattern, and then the videos are all on our YouTube channel. You can just find them there and have some fun. All right, love to hear if you enjoyed those last year and if you're looking forward to some fun and fast little projects.
They want a hint.
So okay, so do you like the suspense that I don't show you all of them, or would you like me to show you all 4 on the first Tipsy Tuesday before Advent?
Both. You already know it's going to be half and half.
Half and half? Wow. Okay, let me think about it. I'll ultimately make the decision. I had thought that this would have been nice, but you know what? I liked the suspense last year because you didn't really know what was coming. So
show them. Show them.
Mm-hmm.
All four. Show us, please.
All right, we'll have to do a poll or something.
Love the surprise.
But you know, even if we do a poll, I always decide ultimately myself.
One per week.
What I'm gonna do. So, and you know, if you need anything, we ship really fast. We get the stuff to you, so don't worry about that. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, so I'm gonna continue. I started this a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to start giving you kind of hints and ideas for some great holiday gift ideas for yourself or for loved ones, and especially I talked about some kind of bigger ticket items that, you know, are on your wish list as a quilter. So of course, make sure you share those wish lists with your folks. So we talked about that in a previous show, but now I thought I would focus on kind of a smaller gifts, because a lot of us have great quilting friends that we love to do gift exchanges. You might be going to little retreats during this time until the holidays. So little gifts for your quilting friends that are gonna just be loved. So I wanted to give you some ideas. We put together 3 little kits that are a little special. So these are our little patterns, but I made it cute. Of course, I made it cute by putting it in a bag. So I found these really cute quilting bags. They're called notion bags. They're heavy canvas zipper bags with a cute little charm on them. And so in here we have 3 different ones, 3 different kits. So the first one, can we put up the picture for the little Jojo kit? So this makes a little Jojo, that table runner. And so what you will have in here is, of course, the pattern, and you will have the backing and the binding and a chart pack to do the whole little Jojo table runner. So this is a full kit, including the backing for the table runner, and it comes in a great little bag that you can use as a project bag. You can use it for your tools and notions. So we have 3 different ones. This is the Botanicals Little Jojo, so it will look exactly like this. So cute, isn't it? Great neutrals. So then we have our next one is the little Katie, and that one is done very nice, springy, fun colors. Also a charm pattern using the little pattern. So it's the little Katie pattern. You will get the pattern, the spring chicken fabric line charm pack, and we have backing and binding. And then of course the awesome bag that you can reuse. And another, if you wanted to add to this gift or something, the mini ruler, if you don't have the mini Stripology mini ruler, is of course perfect to do these little projects with. The third one is a little bit bigger. This is for the little Trixie, and it's a little bit bigger because the Trixie, you can make both the runner and a topper that is shown in the pattern. So you have 2 charm packs, and you could possibly make 2 of these toppers because there are still leftovers from the 2 charm packs. 2 charm packs. We have backing for the runner, and we have the accent color, and then we have binding and backing for the smaller, and you could possibly make a 3rd little one, at least little Trivets or coasters, something like that. So these are all our little kits. Comes with this really awesome bag, and I just thought these were super cute idea. I would love to get this present, actually, myself. And so a project either for yourself, of course. It doesn't have to be a gift if you just like it.
I know
doesn't
some
have to be a
people I
gift.
could probably get you a couple of those.
They would?
Yeah,
Some people? You know some people?
I know some people.
Okay, that's always great. So yes, if you like those types of ideas, we might have more coming like that. I love the idea of the bag being a reusable thing, of course. And you can wrap it too if you want to. The other type of bags that I've shown you before, we sold out of these really fast when they first came in. They are our, we call them Glam Bags. So we have 6 different ones right now. Quilting is my superpower. And these have kind of a super slick, kind of a laminated, not call it laminated. It's almost like pleather, you know, coating on the outside. A cool gold zipper. So we have I'd rather be sewing, sew, quilt, and create. And you can never have too much fabric. So these are perfect to fit a little something in here. For example, you could do just a little 1 yard of fabric in your friend's favorite color. You could do, let's see what's in this one, little scissors, Karen K. Buckley scissors. Never go wrong with that. Let's see what's in here. Oh, yes. G-Easy point trimmers. Awesome idea if you don't have point trimmers. Let's see in here, of course, stickers and possibly, let's see what else is in here. Yeah, just a permanent marker or a permanent pen to write on your labels or to write onto the stickers. You could, oh, let's look at this one. Maybe a little thread pack, a little thread set in your friend's favorite color. We have multiple different colors, and here there's 3 Aurifil spools of thread in those hues. So it's a great kind of a building, like a collection building packs. And then, well, maybe if you don't really sew much, of course the cocktail cards are always a great idea. So our cocktail recipe cards are laminated and have our cocktail recipes from the mixology books and just a pretty quilt photo on the other side, but they are spill proof, so if you spill on it they will not get ruined. They fit right in your purse and are a great gift for whether you're a sewer or not. Might just be a cocktail lover. So
maybe some cash in there.
Maybe it's a little bit of cash, a gift card.
Yeah.
Gift cards are great, but I love these bags, and I think that's just always those little details when you're giving thoughtful gifts is always kind of a surprise fun factor. A couple of more things that would fit in there. I talked about this during the Phoenix Quilt Along about cleaning your cutting mat, especially after you've been cutting flannel or anything that is really sticking into your grooves. If you see there's fabric bits in your grooves, and that is Aunt Pam's quilt sponge. So this, let me open it up so I can show you here up close in the overhead. It's a softer scrubber than I would say your kitchen scrubber, so it won't scratch anything, but this will pull the fibers out, because if you have self-healing mats, they won't heal if there's fabrics still in the groove. So you want to scrub, give it a good scrub to get all the fibers out as soon as possible so the mat will have a chance to heal itself. So we have these back in stock. Another favorite is this, we recently got this in because I was introduced to this little tool called the Purple Thang. And Thang is spelled T-H-A-N-G. So what is this? This is, you can use it in so many different ways. So you can use it as a little turn tool to push out corners. For example, making those napkins from the Atmos projects last year, perfect. On the other side, there's a flat tip that is great to push out a flat side. It can be used as a stiletto. So as you're sewing, if you want to have to like hold pieces together for tiny little points, is great for that. It has a little hole in it so you can thread stuff through it. And if you're threading like elastic through, you know, if you ever make clothes or anything like that or need that, make a drawstring or anything like that, it's great for that. But you can also just put a string through it and have it around your neck to have it close by. So we have these in stock. You know, I always like to find cool new things. If I use it, I will sell it.
You put water on the sponge?
You can. I don't. I use it dry. I use it dry, and then If your mat is getting dirty, give it a warm bath, but I usually just use even a softer, just a washcloth. But you want to get the fibers out first. You want to get the fibers out first. And then just give it a nice warm bath with just a washcloth and to get all the kind of lint off too. All right. Any more questions of any of these? I hope you like some of these ideas. Oh, one more thing we got in. So I, obviously for a big iron at home, we are still waiting on our reliable velocity irons. They have been sold out for a while, but I hear there's a shipment coming well, soon. They have been saying that for about 3 weeks, but hopefully that will happen soon, that we'll get these back in stock before the holidays. But for a travel iron, I have had this little guy for many, many years and finally found them to carry them in the store. These are the Steam Fast irons. So this tiny little iron is amazing. When I used to travel and teach, I would sew in my hotel room all the time. This one was perfect because it would steam perfectly for me for when I was piecing. Obviously, it's small, so not really great if you want to do a whole bunch of yardage, but for piecing, it works great. Gets you a little steam. You can, of course, turn the steam off, and it gets pretty hot for a tiny little travel iron. So, and this is it's a great value, good price on these. So I love these things. If you do need to travel or in a smaller space, it's a great little iron to have next to your sewing machine if you're at retreats and things like that. If you don't want to have your big iron or carry that around, or maybe you have your big iron on your big ironing table, and having a great little one next to you is always great. The kits that I just showed you, they weren't live before the show. We will make them live after if they're not already. So we wanted to be fair. Always when we introduce something new, we know it's going to kind of be a hot commodity. So how many watts are in the iron? Good question. It's both a 120 and a 240 volt. Let me see. Voltage. I don't know if there's a wattage. Yeah, I didn't study that part before the show. I don't see it really quickly here, so I'm not going to spend too much time trying to look for it. But volts, both what did I say? 120 and 240. All right. Any more questions on any of those things?
Is iron cordless?
No, it is not cordless. It has a little cord. So, like I said, but it's just a great little travel because it's light, it fits in your carry-on, and yeah, it just works great. I wanted to talk about the new stuff. I have 2 new bundles to show you tonight, and then I'm going to show you some things that my staff got really creative with while we were gone. The first one I'm going to show you first bundle is called Bluebird of Happiness. And this is a gorgeous, really pretty colorway. So we have lots of blues and taupes, kind of brownish taupes in this line. This is really it's a colorway that I've been seeing a lot in fabric lines that are being shown to me now, which are fabric lines that are going to come this kind of next year. And I know this is kind of coming in like home deck as well. So it's interesting to see that coming in fabric line. Very classic, but I feel like a new take on this colorway. So I'm going to start here with the darkest colors. Just beautiful florals. This is kind of a darker charcoal, but with a bluish tone. So all the blues and then the taupes just sound excellent. And I hear the bluebirds. Do you hear bluebirds? I love this typography print. It's really just letters, but in between we have happy, bloom, hop, just little smile, little words, dream. Then we have going into a little bit lighter tone of that bigger print. Just wonderful hue of blue, I feel like. And then even just a tad brighter. Nice little print with small butterflies. a more geometric print with little birds. Then we have a little bit of words among the bluebirds and the flowers. And then we go into the lights. So really beautiful creams, and then still a hue difference in them. So we have a little bit more taupe. We have the typography print, and then this beautiful one with the bluebirds. So, and then two more. We have the geometric with the flowers, and then the kind of the darkest taupe with just a hint of kind of a reddish brown in there. So I just love this. This is very classic French, but I purposely did it with 6 lights and 6 darks. So it would be a beautiful combination in any of my patterns where you want to have equal amounts of lights and darks to get contrast. For example, a phoenix, it would be beautiful as a phoenix. And I did a fabric pull with it, but this fabric line has a panel. It does not come with a bundle. It's sold separately. And this one is really cute. So it is, I believe, 15 different squares. We have home is best, make a wish, give with a happy heart, abundant blessings, be youthful? No, be beautiful. Sorry. Gratitude is the best attitude. Oh, gotta love that as we are going into Thanksgiving season. And then these are the same as on the other side. Count your blessing, blessed, kindness matters. Home is the happiest place to be, thankful, and shine. So I love the simplicity of it. A little bit of whimsical. The size of these, they edge to edge on the light is 7 inches. So you could cut it wider to include a little bit of the taupe, or you could go smaller. So you can go as small as, I want to say 5.5. Yeah, 5.5. And as large as cutting it out, I would say as almost 8. It's kind of skimpy on the 8, but I would say 7.5 is the largest you can cut this. So that's a good kind of variety between 5 and 7-inch finished block. So you can do blocks. These are perfect size, being that small for little coasters or for trivets, or just put them in a runner. Just nice little sayings. So as far as, let me just leave this one here on the end like that. I want to show you my fabric pull that I pulled for this. So obviously the blues, I did a couple of different blues. So the canvas blue jeans is kind of a darkest hue of these, and then the circle burst and the denim. I love these tones with it. Brightens it up just a little bit. And then because this is such a dusty blue, I put in a gray, but it's grunge in the smoke because it's a very blue grunge. Blue gray, so it will mix in here beautifully. I love this dimples in the cool gray because it goes into those darker hues and it's got that blue undertone. As far as the taupes, I wanted to go with a kind of darkest, so I did the canvas and the brown rice, and then the floral elements in the khaki. So these would be kind of on the more taupier side. Now I love this colorway, possibly using some of our yarn dyes like the peppered cotton and the stone wash would be beautiful with this, and the texture of it would have that just fit in with this look very nicely. And then also our low volume weave in the charcoal would mix in very well here with the darkest tones. Then I found a stripe that you could work with, diagonal stripe in the ivory, and then also we have a plaid that works in here great, the diagonal plaid and the pebbles. So if you wanted to add that, I pulled some great coordinates that would work as your focus. So if you want to pull a color to add to this, to give it some oomph, or you want to use a pattern that needs a focus fabric. I pulled 3 fabrics, kind of pulling from the prints. So there's a bit of green, so very soft green. So I thought the Provisions and the Moss would be great. For the golds, more golden browns, the Provisions and the Amber. This is a new color that we got in, so it's a bit darker than the linen. And then we got, this was a new color too, the Provisions in the Rose. So just a slight pinkish tone, which is kind of represented in many of these prints, especially this one over here. So love this kind of muddled texture with it, the Tim Holtz. And then as far as a background, I would go dark because you have so many lights in here. I would go a black without a black. So Bumblebear's Basic Black has a lot of gray, and then the Grunge Espresso has so much brown in it, it has the warmth that these colors really need. Now, if you wanted to work with a panel, the panel has just a little more pop of color with the red and the dark blue. So I did pull a couple that work perfectly with these tones, the Canvas and the Cabernet, and the Canvas and the After Midnight. So if you wanted a little more pop, these I would put with, if you wanted to use the panel. The rest, if you just wanted to use the bundle, I would more focus on this, either with focus fabric or a background fabric, or just mix in. So, Bluebird of Happiness. I know this is kind of a large pull, but you know, different ideas to use it. You don't always have to just do the light and dark. You can then also add a focus, but I think this is perfect as a light and dark for many of our patterns, like Phoenix, like Kira, like Helena, so many that have light and dark, even Athena. It would be gorgeous as a hexagon quilt too. Although I do want to say, if you wanted to make the strip lash, I feel like 3 color groups is minimum to be able to space them out like that and really enjoy it. All right, our next fabric bundle that I'm going to show you, this was a pre-order from Moda, and something I've been waiting for. I really love this. So this is very modern, very different, and very cool in my opinion. So I want to start with this main print here that I absolutely love. When I did this pull for, or put this bundle together, this is not all the colors in this line. Moda tends to have really large fabric lines and sometimes lots of colors. I usually focus and narrow it down to make it more focused and balanced. So this was the print that really inspired how I put the bundle together. I just love these colors. So these really kind of sagey green with a teal, and then this awesome yellow mustard color. So this is one of the main prints. And then we have in the bundle, we have this, the deer and the owls. This is by Gingerbread, so it's kind of her style to always include some of the animals. And we have the foxes, a little print, the white with the black. We have a little bit of gray in here, so the same print here with white print on a gray background. And then we have this really cute owls. I just love them. They're perfect scale too, not too large. And then we go into our mustard colorway. We have 3 prints in this colorway. We have the diagonal kind of a plaid. We have the deer again on that background and the owls. And then we have the sage green. So we have a diagonal plaid again. And then the fox print, same here, and that beautiful hue of green. And then with the teal, that star print and a tone on tone with the fox. So this is Nocturnal by Gingerbread, and we have actually quite a few of these prints available from the line as 1 yard basics. I loved this diagonal plaid print, so I got that. We have that in the moon, which is the lightest colorway, and we have it in the darkest colorway, which is the black and the night. And I always choose these kind of because I know they're gonna go well in other things. So we have that same color here and the green, and then a little bit of pink. If you wanted to add a focus, this is a perfect one because there is a little bit of pink in this here. So not in these prints. We have that main print also available in 1 yards and in 3 yards. So we have them in 3 yards. So you can get a bigger piece if you want it for back, for borders. And then another version of this main print is the rain cloud colorway that we have both in 1 yards and 3 yards. And there you will see that pink in there. So it's a gray background with a teal and the gold, but then with the sage green leaves and the pink flowers. So beautiful line, very cool and modern. But let me show you my fabric pull with it that I did. So kind of pulling from the same colors. I added another teal with the thatched in the marine. Going into the sagey greens, I did a lighter one with a moonscape lagoon. And then kind of between those two colorways, the Bumbleberry's Enchanted Forest, and another one a bit darker, the Dash Flow in the Bayou. I added a second gold with a deco stitch and the Sun Glow. This one just mixes in here perfectly. Then we have these light gray tones, the Thatched in the gray, and then the Prisma in the Marble Shadow. Perfect combinations with these. And if you wanted to kind of accent some of the darker hues in here in the owls, I love the Spotted Shadow with it because it has lighter gray in it too. And then if you wanted to go into this more tone for a solid-ish background, the Spotted White would be perfect. Perfect hue to work with the rest of them. So this is Nocturnal. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So this, if you pre-ordered this one, your order might already be on its way. This was just finished off today. So really pretty, another big pull, but it's only because we have all those beautiful basics in 1 yard that go with a line, and they will be mixed in with many other things, as you know how I operate with these fabric pulls. We got one more line in, and it's not a bundle. We got a little charm pack from a line by Sweetwater from Moda called Timber. So this is inspired by the national parks. So we have the Badlands, the Yosemite, these prints here. It's all tends to be pretty small prints for Sweetwaters, which is why I think this charm packs just work great. So anything on a small scale, all of our little patterns just work perfectly because all the prints are small. But I fell in love with the typography prints, so we have those in 1 yards, and this is just where all of the national parks are just listed. So we have a lot of them: Death Valley, Virgin Islands, White Sands, Joshua Tree, Denali, Redwood, Badlands, American Samoa, Big Bend, Grand Canyon. So I love these. And then they have these beautiful plaids, which work great if you wanted to add bindings to a runner. These would be great borders. So we have them in the 3 colorways: the picnic, the pine, and the black. So Timber by Sweetwater, also a great gift. You got your charm pack for a runner and binding 1 yard. Here you go. Here's your kit. Love it. All right. Any questions on these? Okay, so I want to show you these things that, so while we were gone, our staff, which is the greatest, had this great idea to kind of clean out some of our overstock. You know, whenever we're cutting our bundles, some fabrics come bigger bolts, so we always have leftovers that we can't use in a bundle. So as you probably know, we make mystery bundles from our leftovers. Mystery bundles is, of course, you can't choose what's in your bundle, but it is normally 12 different half yards for a great price. And we do both mini mysteries with 6-piece and 12-piece. Every once in a while, when we want to clear out some space, we offer these mega mystery bundles. So they are the same price as our normal 12s, but you get 15. So that means you get 7.5 yards of fabric for $55. And they're all brand new. I mean, here's even abandoned in here. Brand new fabrics just from our bundles or 1 yards. Great quality fabrics. So if you love to make scrap quilts, you want to build up your stash, this is a great way to do it. So we have the mega mysteries, some few of those still left from our event last week. And then they made this really cool new one, the stripes and plaids mini mystery bundle. So there's 6 different stripes and plaids in here. So great to stock up to have for bindings, for runners and little things. Then we have always done this with our remnants, which is, you know, full width yardage, but different remnants. So they're always full width, selvage to selvage, but they can be different sizes. So anywhere from 4 inches to 16 sometimes. And so we add them up. Usually we do our forget-me-nots are 3 yards, so they will add up to at least 3 yards. And we sometimes do these forget-me-not 5s when we really need to clear out. So these are 5 yards. So remnant bag, 5 yards, edge to edge cut fabric, or selvage to selvage, but they add up to 5 yards for only $35. So that's a good one. And a brand new one, which I thought this one was brilliant, is our Scrappy strips bundle. So this is, you know, little bits that we take off when we're cutting the bundles again. So these are just from bundles, and they are anywhere from, you know, they are anywhere from 2 inches to 4, maybe a little over. Well, these seem a little brighter, like maybe 5. And what they are, they're also selvage to selvage. Great to chop up into 2.5-inch strips or 1.5-inch strips, but it's by the pound. So 2.5 pounds for $29.95. Now, just to tell you, a bundle with 12 fabrics, or regular stash builder bundles with 6 yards, usually weighs about 2.2 pounds. So this is probably about 7, if you add it up, about 7 yards of fabric. But it's great for those of you that love Scrappy and especially love to work with strips, because you can easily trim, if you have the stripology ruler, you lay them out and you trim those buggers down to the right sizes, put them into your stash as strips, and you'll build a good collection of variety really quickly. And remember, there will be a strip along this coming year, 2022, just like we do every single year, usually around April or so. So get ready for that. Get ready for that. So tell me any questions on those remnant Scrappy deals? You see any questions coming through? Love the strip bundle. Yeah, so this was selling like hotcakes over the weekend because it was in our Friday newsletter. And so there are still a few left. So snatch them up. It will be there until we're out. Okay, but this, I think we were going to carry on by making these strip bags. I think that's a fabulous idea. Fabulous idea. Is there a fabric pull for the change of seasons? I'm going to show you that next week, on Friday, change of seasons. I pulled it today, but I thought, you know, we had such a packed show tonight that I wanted to save it until next week. Change of seasons, once you see that one, and I'll show you. It actually would go great with the Bluebird of Happiness. Jennifer, is there going to be a virtual retreat this year? Not this year, but yes, next year. And we will be announcing the details in about a month or so. So please don't ask about it until after a month. So yes, it was such a success last year. this year. So that we're definitely doing that again. Okay, do we have a live winner, Mr. HP? Lots of comments tonight. Thank you all. Oh, what's the quilt on Gudrun's right? This is Strip Lash. In the middle, we have Valerie. On my left is Phoenix. So just by the way, we got that print back in stock. The background fabric I used for this Phoenix was so hot, we sold out of it instantly after you saw my quilt, but we have it back in stock in both 3 yards and 1 yard. So check it out if you were looking for that. And there will be a few more spots coming up for Goodies Color Club. I thought I would be able to put them up last week, but we still had to wait for some folks that still needed their shipments, but we will have just a few spots opening up this week, and then lots of spots opening up in December. So just hang tight if you want to get in on Goodies Color Club. All right, live winner, Mr. HP. Ready? Yes, I'm ready. Oh, Tina Stoller. Congratulations, Tina. $25 gift card is yours. Going to you. So send us an email to help@GEQuiltDesigns. We'll send you the gift card virtually so you can go shopping whenever you like. So that is it for us tonight. I wanted to mention we are going to be live on Friday, but a bit later. We're going to be at 5 p.m. Central. Mr. HP has some assignments. He has doctor's appointment and has to bring Kayla to the doctor. You know, she's still recovering from her surgery, so we decided no stress. We don't want to be have the chance of being stuck in traffic. So we're going to be at 5 o'clock this Friday. So make a note of that. Put a note on that on your calendar. I'm going to finish it off with a giveaway question, though. Giveaway question, a second chance to win a $25 gift card. And this question is, are you a scrappy quilter or are you a less is more? Less is more means that you would rather have fewer fabrics, just maybe 1, 2, or 3 different fabrics in your quilt, or is more the merrier. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy beauties. If you're a scrappy quilter, of course, those little packs that I showed you in the end are our dream. Are a dream for any scrappy quilter when you can have all the different fabrics in your quilt. I'd love to hear it. I'm a scrappy quilter, as you know. I love scrappiness. Not to say that I don't love very minimalistic quilts as well, because I do. I love it all. All right, so our next Tipsy Tuesday will be next week, which is Thanksgiving week here in the USA. Tuesday before Thanksgiving, the 23rd. Remember, our first Advent project is going to be live then, and I'll be possibly showing you the other ones. Possibly. You never know. And our next Happy Friday show this coming Friday, November 19th at 5 p.m. on Friday. But that's it for us tonight. Say goodbye to Mr. HP. We are over and out. We'll see you later on in the week. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.